Alright, hey everybody. This is the official video I think that I will be making on this new build I have created for vanilla. Pretty much if you're playing vanilla on console, this is going to be the most helpful to anybody on PS5. PC, I don't really feel like if you're on PC you should even listen to me at all because then you can just mod. So if you're on PC, this is not a video for you necessarily, unless you like playing vanilla on PC with no mods. Then it would be more relevant to only those specific people. Alright, as far as I know, there seems to be some sort of issue with one of the Cyber Psychos not dropping a capacity shard. I am actually completely unsure if the shard itself is broken or if it's true that the shards will have a less percent chance of spawning in, which is news to me because I figured that those shards are the most valuable in the game for overcrank, and so if any of them don't spawn, if you can't get all seven, I feel like that's kind of a rob. So it could be because I haven't progressed through enough of Dogtown, and so since I'm already level 60, we might as well go do that because once you hit 60, there's no real reason to worry about levels, and you can actually just play whatever content you want and actually enjoy the game. From there, usually I recommend players hit 60 before doing the content. Some people were suggesting that you can go in and kill the Chimera at level 20. I don't know why you would be. I don't know why you would feel the need to do that when it literally is a huge time sink. Like, I would rather not sit there and die over and over. I would rather melt that thing in 2.5 seconds. So because it feels like that is more quality playtime than going around like dying over and over. Like, just does not entertain me whatsoever. It's really why I have a whole lot of hatred for games like Elden Ring or Dark Souls, is because I don't want to play the content underpowered. Like, I just do not enjoy getting my ass handed to me over and over and over again. It's not a fun thing. Sure, like I get how challenges can work, but the idea is to be able to overcome the challenge through playing the game. So, I mean, like, uh, making it so that I can take the challenge down to challenge list because of the fact that I'm actually playing the game seems like a good way to go about it. I'm not really interested in going in and battling bosses in the sense of just being cocky and not like, I figure that maybe even you could probably do it in the Dark Souls and Elder Ring series. Like, you could go through and find loot that isn't so much difficult to get a hold of, and then use that same loot against pretty much everybody and just go to town on them, like just womp them. It's Womp City, or whatever. So the basic premise of this build, I'll just go ahead and get right into it. Is it took everything that I like about being a tank and being a tank samurai, and then took everything that I think is the greatest in terms of dealing damage over time that I've witnessed in other builds. I think this is the best setup for damage over time. If I was going to emphasize that specific trait, now I think that there's three contenders for what I think would be the making the entire game arbitrary. The first being order. I think the Satara in general is very good, so you can also use that with the mods Spine Tickler and Supercharger. That is a fair that's a fair replacement for the order, but the order says that above 66%. So if you actually go to 75, you get a fully charged shot because there's another perk in the game that makes it so you don't have to charge fully to 100% and it'll still equal 100%. So in reality, this gun basically says if you hit 75% charge, which is hold it down just until you're almost sure it's going to fire, and then let her rip. And this thing does insane DPS. It's going to help you with the build a lot. I mean, I just don't even see anything in the whole game, including Atom Smasher, surviving this. Next, we have the Widowmaker. The reason why I have Nash's rifle is because it seems to me to be very strong. The unfortunate part is I thought shotguns would be a better investment late game, so I did not max out cool over body. So body would have 18 points because you're not going to get to 20 on 4. And instead I have cool at 18 points. The thing I thought was what's the bread and butter that makes the pistol do what the pistol needs to do is these 5 points right here. I'm getting a relatively large amount of DPS off of this, but tungsten steel is fantastic. I would recommend getting it if you're gonna want to focus especially hard on Nash's gun because it's technically a pistol, which means that you can pick up this guaranteed headshot crit damage. Why I didn't end up taking that? Well, because it's really arbitrary. And the reason I explain that is because I can take this tree right here, Rip and Tear, and turn it into La La Land. And the reason why is because this is giving you crit chance, improved handling. This is giving you more damage, gives you obliterate, gives you crit chance. This gives you 100% damage multiplier on the gun, just for no reason. So, I mean, and then my last thing is I picked up some negative armor, because I don't want them defending anything. I don't want any of their armor to have any sort of effect whatsoever. I didn't take health regen rate for each nearby enemy. If I had another point, I may take it. I think that if you have pain to gain, there's not really a big reason to own this because you're already getting what you need off of pain to gain, so I don't really think you need that. The reason why I have none of these 4 perks, I would probably suggest, specifically with the order, I would probably suggest making it taking in charge just to be able to prevent the thing from releasing when reaching full charge. But because of the way I have my perks set up, I couldn't get this. This would be another potentially good perk because it may have synergy with the order. But again, it's a really arbitrary pickup at this point. I don't really feel. I actually, I would probably actually, instead of doing that, I would go ahead and put shock value because I don't like armor. They don't get to have armor. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you're reading along with what these yellow perks that I have highlighted are, if you read along with me, you'll see why I picked them. It's pretty simple. The reason why I have adapter is because it saves you a lot of armor cost, but I still would rather run. So what I would rather run is I would rather have epimorphic skeleton here, and I would rather have chitin down here. But because I don't have max capacity anymore, because I can't do that, I think cellular adapter is better because it's 8 for chitin. It's 50 points off, but it's essentially the same thing as chitin. So, and then this would obviously be getting replaced right now with epimorphic, supposing I can pick it up. So we're gonna go do that. Alright, so you can potentially also get rid of the gorilla arms, so we're just going to see how far down that gives us point-wise. Okay, yeah. So we can't afford the arm. We could. Nope, we can't afford the arms right now. If I can get some more shards, I would be inclined to do so, but I cannot at the moment unless I get rid of heal on kill. But I actually kind of like heal on kill. All right, so now we're gonna get this thingy up. Bonus damage against health is good. Crit chance is also good, but I don't really appreciate having to only get one perk that matters. This feels to me like I'm getting more value because it's at least two perks, but I think we're going to go here and try to reroll again. Uh, oh, we do not have the mats to do what I need. We gotta fix the mats. Alright, there we go. We should have enough now. What? 125 to reroll? Oh, that's absurd. I think that's as much armor you can get, by the way. There's not really a huge need to have arms, it just gives me 3 more perks. Gosh, wait. Yeah, I have to get him more. I have to get him even more. 1 second. I haven't done this in a bit. I don't have to necessarily 100% commit to the sale, which is kind of nice. A lot of people have not seen that occur. Okay, and then you can also just get all the ones you want by destroying your clothes. I only buy the clothes to buy them, but you can actually, if you have enough money, you can convert your money into clothes at the top tier, and then get rid of them, and it'll give you the tier 5 components. So, and then you get to keep those clothes forever as well. So I think it's really useful to just go ahead and destroy everything. The only time I would justify having it is if it has a perk like this one. One of the players was like, I don't care how I look. Like, you can just run around naked. Nobody even makes any comments about anything you say. And I was like, or anything you're wearing. And I was like, that isn't true, actually. If you walk out of the shower with no clothes on in front of Judy, she makes a comment. But anywho, alright, so here we go. We're gonna show you the reroll of the gear. Oh, we don't have this one. Alright, here's the reroll. I don't necessarily... Yep, this is the one we want. More damage over time. After that, we're just gonna have to save up the good old-fashioned way. This is the best I've ever seen. Yeah, now we're just gonna have to wait on it. And now you'll get to see what I'm talking about. So, any given enemy, you're gonna go cripple overheat, and then you're just gonna shoot them. And that's gonna hit them with so much damage. And then you can do that to everybody that you see in the area. And as long as you enter the area and you apply the quick hacks before they've had a chance to take effect, because you are essentially in Sandy the entire time, you can kill anybody all over the place. And they just perish. There's just really nothing they can do about it. Doesn't matter who we're dealing with, and they'll die. And so, what are we doing to achieve that? Apparently, it's highly likely that I will end up replacing the stuff up here. If I had infinite capacity or another 100 capacity, I would have all three of the iconic versions of the things up here, and then I would probably drop Mechatronic Core because there's really no need to keep it when you consider that the triple cyberware short circuit will destroy any bot. It'll kill any bot. It does absolutely insane damage. And just to put that in perspective, we'll go try to find a mecha so you can see what I mean. But, suppose you encounter a very devastating mechatronic like the Chimera, but we're gonna go find somebody who isn't in that scenario. Oh yeah, here's another example of what I mean. Now, what do you do if you don't have any quick hacks? Well, look at that, you see how much damage that's doing? He's dead, but we're gonna kill him anyway. And as long as it hasn't kicked in yet, all of these people who don't have the ice to deal with you are gonna perish. And nobody is left. $75. What the fuck? A Netrunner who's that powerful? How do you have so much? How do you have near immunity to hacking? What? I've never fucking seen that before. A Voodoo Boy's Netrunner. Her ice was absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen an unhackable character before. That is unbelievable. I know the Voodoo Boys are really good, but holy shit. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, anyway, so let's continue onward. So we have the 5 in here. This is how your Netrunner page is going to want to look like. And by having this is why a lot of the other trees don't have the perks I need, or that I would consider also adding on to the build, because this eats up everything. Why did I get rid of trace progress? No need for that. That's a waste of a perk in general when considering other perks. We aren't using smart weapons either, so we're not going to want any of that. And then this is what makes the kablooey gun do all the damage. So check this out. So we have the Firecracker mod on the Crusher. It can be any Crusher 5+ or higher, or 5 or higher. Ideally, you would want a double plus, but I mean, it is what it is. It gives you 200 damage, but then you get explosive flaming rounds. So when you encounter literally fucking anything at all with this thing, you're gonna really regret getting hit by this 11 fucking times. You're gonna really regret that. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second here. So here we go. Is there an iconic in here? This thing says it's iconic. Alright, BDBD. Alright, so let's see here. RAM reallocator, the iconic version? Oh wow. I wonder if you can put a... Oh, never mind. Nah, you can't put a suppressor on there. That'd be hilarious. This fucking suppressed crusher, dude. A suppressed explosive crusher. Oh, man. Alright, so I'm gonna go find the mecha. Here's the mecha right here. You're gonna throw your 2 shock grenades. That's gonna really fuck up everybody's day. You're gonna hit this guy. You're gonna pop your super ulti. You're gonna shoot this guy. You're gonna shoot this guy. Oh, whoops. I forgot to hit him with triple overheat. And he's dead, just like that. And that's if we're not using the robot insta-kill. So now we're gonna use the robot insta-kill, and you're gonna see why this is not a good idea for anybody involved. Alright, so here's the super mecha kill. I was shooting him, but the point of I was trying to point out to you is that there is no surviving.
Everything's going to shit.
Alright, now let me just show you. Look at how much damage that is. Look at how much fucking damage that does. Alright, here, I'll show you again. Watch this.
That fuck you good. Get that cycle.
It's just really crazy that I can do that, isn't it? Alright, see how much these people are suffering? There's just nothing they can do about it. It's just impossible for them to beat me. Who the fuck be shooting me? See what I mean, bro? It's just unbelievably effective. Nothing in all of Dogtown will be able to kill me, no matter how hard it tries. And, alright, so finally we're gonna try to see if we can find one more robot. Alright, so here's what we do to the robot. And that's the robot. That's what happens to the robot, everybody, when you do that. And if you see a person, and you hit him with one of these, that's it. He's dead. Just like that. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this build. I sure do. It's really great. It has endless potential. You can kill anything in the game without even really thinking, and you can take out pretty much anybody because everyone has cyberware. So this is gonna kill anybody that has that, and which is everyone. And just take a look at this. Just take a look at this combo I came up with. It's my favorite combo. Oh, whoops! I don't have my ult right now. All right, here's the combo I love. So it's those three. My other favorite is this combo, but just see how they can't survive. It's just impossible. And my other favorite is to jam somebody with contagion and spread it around. It's hysterical. Look at the virus. Alright, once I've replaced my ammo, that allows me to do that.
Okay, let's do it.
If I don't have my mods, I just start ripping into them like a Call of Duty player. And then when I have my ult back, it's over. It's the lightning god build. Slaughter this whole camp. Things are getting a little bit too heated. Oh no, there's turrets. Oh, okay, I see how it is.
I'm waiting.
And because I'm low on health, it slows time down to prevent me from dying. Isn't that goofy? Anybody who's alive can't. And just like that, everyone is dead in the whole area. All of Hansen's soldiers have perished. I think these guys were quest givers. Carmen. Okay. I think that instantly failed me a quest, but that is fine. I don't really care. This is my 13th file. I really couldn't tell you if there's any point to all this. But anyway, that's it. That's the build. I know I'm just a rambling idiot, but I mean, you can see exactly like the results of what has happened. I mean, just look at all these dead people that I get to now loot for no reason other than making my cyberware stronger by absorbing materials. So yeah, now what I was gonna say earlier when I first started was that there's supposedly a way to get your capacity higher, and if that's the case, then yes, you can have this epimorphic skeleton over the bionic joints. You could potentially get your gorilla arms back, which I had to take off because I need to wait until I can get another shard. Um, but it said like every point over like 310 makes it less likely that you'll find another shard. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get anything else. But if I could, I would probably I would probably, if I could, replace Mechatronic with one of the other iconic things up there. Axolotl is probably going to get replaced with the neural thing that Songbird gives you, stuff like that. Just little quality of life changes to the build may occur later down the line, but for the most part, I mean, this thing is probably the max damage possible. I don't know, maybe you could potentially do the same amount with swords, but I kind of don't think that would happen. I think this is just so much quicker in dealing with every single enemy in the whole game, universally speaking, than anything else. And so, I'd be willing to bet that this is the greatest build ever created. But, I'm not gonna hold my nose thinking that it's the best of all time. I just really have a lot of confidence that this is, if you want to just walk right through the game all the way to the end, this is the way to go. And in order to get relatively it popping off is very simple because all you need to do is the scanner missions, like I always tell people to do those. And you're already going to get your capacity by doing that. So when you encounter somebody with the capacity shard, you're going to want to use the pause thingy to make it so you can collect two of them instead of one. Now that's going to help you in the long term to get to those higher capacity numbers. That's what you're going to want to keep doing every time you find a shard. And you're going to want the extra bonus perk shards as well. This is including those. I have all of the perk shards that allowed me to have the specific perks I'm showing you. Just copy the tree exactly as you see it, and you'll have the same thing going on. It's really simple. So hopefully that helped you. This is one more peek at my cyberware, so you can see everything I'm using. I'm using a lot of the good old-fashioned stuff. Cellular adapter, again, like I said, you could have chit in there, but ideally no, because it's this only costs you 8, so I'm still thinking it's probably going to be better for you. Heal on kill, maybe we could take heal on kill off, but I don't know. I think that it's too good to be true. I mean, every time you get somebody with a quick hack, you're getting health back, so yeah, it's just it's like the ranged vampire build. Like if one single person dies, you get all your health back. Like if I pour all my hacks into this idiot, look at how much health I'm losing on that person, and then as soon as they die, watch what happens. Like, let's just take myself as far down as I can go. That's the cap, right? As soon as they get back, look at all that health coming back. And that's my full health bar right there, off 3 enemies. So as soon as they die, I get all my health back, which is Absolutely ridiculous. It's I'm essentially Wolverine, if you think about it. And so the reason why I think get rid of Axolotl, it's giving you the cooldown, but if you have the neural thing that Songbird gives you in place of that, you're gonna be getting your deck way faster. You're gonna be getting it way faster, dude. Because it's the legendary version of the Axolotl. And if you get rid of Mechatronic and Heal on Kill, you might actually also just get to have Axolotl along with it, which would make it a lot quicker, even still from that. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's pretty straightforward, and yeah, enjoy dealing so much damage you don't even know what to do about it.